from Experience EDUCARE. In the last class, we have already discussed versatile nature of carbon, carbon compounds, hydrocarbons, that means saturated hydrocarbons and unsaturated hydrocarbons. Okay. So in the previous class, we have already discussed. So we have already discussed what? Versatile nature of carbons. What are the versatile nature of carbons? In the previous class, we have already discussed. First one was catenation. Second one, tetravalency of carbon. And the third one was tendency to form multiple bond. Okay. These were the three versatile natures of carbons. Okay. In the last class, we have already discussed hydrocarbons. There are two types of hydrocarbons. First one was saturated hydrocarbons. We have already discussed in the previous class saturated hydrocarbons. Okay. In this class, we will discuss the second type of hydrocarbons, unsaturated hydrocarbons. Second one, unsaturated unsaturated hydrocarbons. So what are the unsaturated hydrocarbons? Those carbon compounds, organic compounds or hydrocarbons, those carbon compounds or hydrocarbons in which at least one double bond or one triple bond or a multiple bond is present. The hydrocarbons or the carbon compounds in which at least one double bond or one triple bond or a multiple bond is present along with single bonds are called unsaturated hydrocarbons. Clear? These unsaturated hydrocarbons generally burn with sooty flames. These unsaturated hydrocarbons are generally burns with sooty flames due to their incomplete combustion. Whereas in the previous class we have already discussed the saturated hydrocarbons generally burns with non-smoky flames due to their complete combustion. Which are saturated hydrocarbons we have already discussed in the previous class. But unsaturated hydrocarbons burns with sooty flames due to their incomplete combustion. Okay? And unsaturated hydrocarbons generally undergo addition reaction, that will we discuss in the next class. Generally, which one? Unsaturated hydrocarbons undergo addition reaction, whereas saturated hydrocarbons, in the previous class we have already discussed, saturated hydrocarbons generally bonds with saturated hydrocarbons generally undergo substitution reaction. Which one? Saturated hydrocarbons generally undergo substitution reaction, whereas unsaturated hydrocarbons undergo addition reaction. Okay. Saturated hydrocarbons further divided into two types. First one is alkenes. Alkenes or olefin. Okay, alkene or olefins. And second one is alkynes. Okay, second one is alkynes. First one, alkenes or olefins. So what is alkenes? Those unsaturated hydrocarbons which have at least one double bond. Alkenes. Alkenes. Those unsaturated hydrocarbons which have at least one double bond along with single bonds are called alkenes. This double bond is formed by sharing of two pairs of electrons between two carbon atoms. Okay. So general formula for alkenes: CnH2n. General formula for alkene is CnH2n. Clear? So N means the number of carbon atoms. So if number of carbon atoms and N is equal to 2, so what will happen? The formula of the compound is what? C2H2 into 2, that is C2H4. That is ethene. Alkene. Alkene ka what is ethene. Okay, C2H4 means ethene. Clear? If N is equal to 3, N is equal to 3 means the number of carbon atoms 3, then the compound is C3H2 into 3. That is what? C3H6. C3H6 means propene. This is called propene. C3H6 called propene. Okay. Yeah. Now, the second unsaturated hydrocarbons, alkynes. Second one is alkynes. Okay. The unsaturated hydrocarbons which have at least one triple bond, along with single bonds are called alkynes. This triple bond is formed by sharing of three pairs of electrons between two carbon atoms. Okay. Alkynes is formed by the triple bond in the alkynes. Okay. The triple bond in the alkynes is formed by sharing of three pairs of electrons between two carbon atoms. Okay. So general formula for alkynes is CnH2n minus 2. CnH2n minus 2, where N is the number of carbon atoms present in this compound. Okay. So if N is equal to 2, N is equal to 2 means the number of carbon atoms in this compound is 2. N is equal to 2, then the formula of the compounds is C2H2 into 2 minus 2. That is C2 here, 2 to the 4 minus 2 minus 2, H2. C2H2. That is ethyl. This is ethyl. Alkyne group, ethyl. So next, if C is equal to 3 means N is equal to 3. N is equal to 3 means number of carbon atoms present in the compound is 3. That means N is equal to 3. Then formula is C3H2 into 3 minus 2. That is C3H 2 3 is 6 minus 2. 4 H4. C3H4. 6H4. C3H4. That is called propyne. Propyne. Okay, propyne. Clear? So, these are the general formula for what? Unsaturated hydrocarbons. Clear? Now, structure of saturated hydrocarbons and a structure of unsaturated hydrocarbons. We will discuss. Okay. First, structure of saturated hydrocarbons. Structure of saturated hydrocarbons. Okay. Structure of saturated hydrocarbons. First one, methane. First one is the methane. Structure of methane. Formula is CH4. Okay. So here, one carbon atoms combined with 4. Combine means share. One carbon atom is sharing with 4 hydrogen atoms. 4 hydrogen atoms. Clear? So this is the structural formula for methane. Now electron dot structure of methane. We'll draw the electron dot structure of methane. Electron dot structure of methane. Dot structure of methane. Clear? So here one carbon atom shares with what? 4 hydrogen atoms. Clear? So here H, hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen and hydrogen. Clear? This is the valence electron of carbon. Here be valence electron for carbon. Here be valence electron carbon. Here be valence electron carbon. Clear? So here electron of hydrogen. Here be electron of hydrogen. Electron of hydrogen and here is electron of hydrogen. Clear? So now here one carbon atom shares with 4 hydrogen atoms. That means these carbon atoms makes it tetravalency with 4 different hydrogen atoms. Makes tetravalency with 4 what? Different hydrogen atoms. So that these carbon atoms attains it inert configuration. Here see, you just see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6, 7, 8. Clear? So here carbon atoms becomes inert. Clear? And 4 hydrogen atoms also form what? Inert. Clear? So this is the electron dot structure of methane. Next, electron dot structure of ethane. Ethane. So formula of ethane is C2H6. C2H6. Ethane. So structure of ethane is like this. Clear? So this is the general structure of ethane. Now electron dot structure. Electron dot structure. Clear? So this is the electron dot structure of ethane. Electron dot structure of ethane. This is the general structure of ethane. So in this case, two carbon atoms make their tetravalency with three hydrogen atoms. Each carbon atoms makes its tetravalency with three different hydrogen atoms and with one carbon atoms also. Clear? Here we also clear. So this is the electron dot structure of a what? Ethane. Here two carbon atoms makes a single bond between them. By sharing one pair of what? By sharing a single pair of electrons between them. Clear? Propane. Next is propane. C3H8 propane. So here the structural formula, the structure of what? Propane. Structure of a propane. And here the electron dot structure of propane. Electron dot structure of propane. So you see just here the first carbon atom shares single pair of electrons with three different hydrogen atoms individually, and also this first carbon atom shares another single pair of electrons with other carbon atoms. Clear? And here the second carbon atoms shares single pair of electrons with other two hydrogen atoms, and this second carbon atoms also shares a single pair of electrons with other two carbon atoms individually. Clear? And the third carbon atom shares single pair of electrons with what? Different types of hydrogen atoms. Here three different types of hydrogen atoms. Clear? And this carbon atom also shares a single pair of electrons with other carbon atoms. This carbon atom also shares a single pair of electrons with other carbon atoms. So in this way propane is formed. So this is the electron dot structure of propane. Clear? Now structure of unsaturated hydrocarbons. Structure of unsaturated hydrocarbons. Structure of unsaturated hydrocarbons. Clear? So first one is unsaturated hydrocarbon means the groups are what? Alkenes groups and alkyl groups. Okay. So first ethene, alkene. ethene. The formula for ethene is C2H12 मतलब 4. C2H4 ethene. Clear? Now the structure is like this. The structure is like this. Okay, this is the structure of ethene, and this is the electron dot structure. Electron dot structure. Okay, of ethane, unsaturated hydrocarbons, ethane. So you see here. So there is a double bond between the two carbon atoms. There is a double bond between two carbon atoms by sharing of two pairs of electrons between them. Okay, and each carbon atom here, each carbon atom shares a single pair of electrons with two hydrogen atoms individually. Here also, here also. Okay, each carbon atom shares a single pair of electrons with two hydrogen atoms individually. Clear? So this is the electron dot structure of a ethene. Okay, clear. Next, ethyne. Next is ethyne. The formula is C2H2. Okay, C2H2. Ethyne is also unsaturated hydrocarbon. Okay, C2H2. The structure is like this. Here the structure of ethyne. Okay, structure of ethyne, and this is the electron dot structure of ethyne. So here a triple bond is formed. A triple bond is formed between two carbon atoms by sharing of three pairs of electrons between them. Okay, and each carbon atom also shares a single electron. Each carbon atom shares a single electron with hydrogen atom. With hydrogen atom to form carbon hydrogen single bond. To form carbon hydrogen single bond. Clear? Carbon atom hydrogen single bond. Okay. So dear students, these are the structure of saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons. Clear? So in the next class, we will study isomerisms, functional groups, homologous series, etc. Okay. So dear students, if you got some advantages from this class, please like this video, share it, and subscribe my channels, and press the bell icon, and also set it on. Okay, thanks.